Hello. Before you click off this video, hear me out. Real life creeper is the name we gave the first entity we discovered. And you'll know why in a second. Strap in, this is a long video. Right here, I got the box. Now, what's in the box? It's a book that we written 7-8 years ago. So, a lot of stuff is misspelled, not good grammar. I'm going to try to read it the best I can so it makes sense. It is 173 pages long. Here is the book. Let me turn on the light so you can see. Sorry, this camera isn't good. It's like a webcam type thing. Yes, so this book is old, very old, falling out. Look at this. Look how ripped up that is. So like I said, wrapping this is a long ass video. Okay, page 1, what is it? Creeper means female, Reaper means male. The creeper was spotted 2011, July 2nd at 7:35 p.m. on Marlowe Street. This book is proof of what we saw was real. Since 2012, an organization known as the CHO has found a lot of proof that shows that the creeper is real. Real red? I don't know. Real. This is what we found. Here's a list of the sightings. 2 sightings in 2011, 1 sighting in 2013, 1 sighting in 2 sightings in 2014, 2 sightings in 2 sightings in 2015. That looks like a 3. I don't know. And 3 sightings in 2015. Like I said, this book was written a long time ago. And so every time there's a sighting right down in 2019, because I saw that creeper baby. Let me write that down. I'm gonna play some music while I read this. Let me write down 2019. Here are photos of it. Now there's lots of pages entitled proof, because we kept finding things. Proof in the same place that it was found standing, there was footprints. I'm not going to show every picture. Facts, man. Reapers are taller and more powerful than creepers. Reapers have green skin, black fur, and quills. Unlike females, males have spider-like legs. Males also don't have 3 toes. Instead, they have 1 dagger-like claw on each foot. Males have the job of hunting and protecting the clan, is what we call a group of creepers. They have the job of protecting the clan. Clans do not fight each other. Instead, they will join together to make one big clan. Now, I want to get this out there that a lot of this is speculation, and we don't know for sure, but it's like a for sure thing, but it's there's a chance that it might not be a for sure thing. Okay, facts, female. Females are green. Their chests are bright red in spring and green in October. Females have 5 small spikes running down their back. running down its back. Females lay eggs and give milk to their young. We don't know how this is possible, but it is, because we know this because when we found it, we found like a nest, and like the things build nests for like eggs, you know what I mean? So yeah, it was like it's weird. It's hard to explain. And we also think we might have found a piece of it, an egg once. I don't even know if we still have that. It's been a while. They're known to carry their young for miles without stopping. So here's like the clan. So it goes family 3 to 5, pack 10 to 20, pride 20 to 30, clan beta 30 to 40, clan 40 to 50, clan alpha 50 to 60, city 60 to 70, state 70 to 80, city state 80 to 90. Now like everything up from like a clan beta very soon. So yeah. We're making a hunt video for the creeper very soon. You should be seeing the trailer coming out. I'm not gonna go into the anatomy. I'll go into that in like the video. Footprint in 2011, July 3rd, data expunged found a footprint, as you can see below. Let me show you the footprint. Oh wait. Let me like block the names. I don't want their names going out. As you can see below, the pattern was strange. If it was a dog, it would be farther apart. If it was a raccoon, it would be smaller. Some people say it's a deer track. The deer track is on the side. This wasn't the deer track. That just explains more anatomy. Like, this book is all over the place, so, because, like, we just, like, wrote things down as we were going, so, you know what I mean? Mating, I'm not going over that yet. This is a drawing that, Sarah did. Surprisingly, it's in good shape. I know you can't see, so it's not that detailed. Let me like try to wipe lens off really quick. So yeah, that's the drawing that Sarah did. We're not friends anymore. I haven't talked to her in a very long time. So yeah, thanks. She did a lot of drawing. This is from my friend. I'm gonna say his name because he doesn't care. His name is Carmelo. He drew that. Rig. Read off first the cell, and then the barbs, I don't know, cushion, cell wall, mucus, yolk, egg, like the inner egg, and then the feeding tube, and then the fetus. Now, we used to think each egg had like 9 of them in there, but then we were like, no, that wouldn't be possible. So its diet is right here. I'm gonna read the key. So, the brown is trash, the blue is fish, the red is meat, yellow is seeds and plants. They eat the less fish and less seeds. They mainly subsist on plants and meat, and then trash is like a good quarter of it. Okay, so there's this thing that we believe to be where like they can sense emotion, right? Creepers are emotional sensitive, so if you're mad, they get scared or sad or frustrated or whatever, and they will not want anything to do with you. But if you are happy or excited, they will want to. We wrote down, I want to be your friend, but they'll come out. Defense mechanisms. Creepers and Reapers can kick, punch, stab, slash, cut, and spit acid. Creepers have acid glands. The acid gland is made from like, so this is how I believe it. I believe it to be like orange citrus acid mixed with like acid like for bacteria, and then to perform a strong acid. Now, Xander, the former leader who was about this, he suggested that maybe they have like a thing that goes from their stomach up to their mouth, so it's like a more powerful. It's like a stomach acid, like pure stomach acid that they can spit out, which would cause a lot more damage and corrosion. Now, this is a drawing by Sam. You can see his name down there. If these are people drawings, I'm not going to take credit. I'm not that type of person. I will show it. So we found a tree with like these big acid burns in it. Legs and arms. Since creepers have 4 legs and 2 arms, they can stand on their back legs and kick with the front legs and claw with the hands. Let me just find like a song or something. Like, I'm playing Minecraft music because this is like what we listened to at the time. So like you're getting the full experience right here. You're getting the full experience. Swamp creeper, aquatic creeper, and instead of spelling aquatic, we spelled acodic. Creepers can kill army people and destroy tanks. I don't know where we got that from, but yeah, that's in there. Forest creeper. These creepers are mainly found in forests, woods, and heavily wooded areas. They are dark green and brown. Forest creepers can be black. Plain creepers. Plain creepers are mainly a lighter green, and those are a black fur. That's your most common type of creeper. Desert creeper. Desert creepers are one of the most rare creepers on Earth, which we're not even sure these exist. And they are like a beige. We spelled beige. Aquatic creepers, we completely know that those don't exist. Swamp creepers are in swamps. They have longer legs to help them navigate better. So their legs would be like as tall as like that. I can't show you, but there's like a lamp that's like 3 feet. So like each leg would be like 3 feet or some crazy shit so they can navigate better. This is a drawing I did. I was trying to kind of copy her drawing. There's more drawings right here. This is another drawing that my friend, I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but he drew that. He was a friend of me, Carmelo, and Sarah. Now, this is a very, very old picture. I'm not going to show the top picture, so I'm going to get fucking demonetized. Don't ask fucking why. But, that's a very old drawing right there. Okay, now this is another drawing right here of what we saw one time. We saw like walking across the street by Sarah's house. Some of these drawings I want to show because they're cringy. Like, we had the Wraith versus Creepers or whatever, I don't know. Wraith versus Creeper. Now, this one is, again, one that Sarah drew. And this one is one I printed off and colored. Okay, now I'm going to get on to the story. On July 2nd, Data Expunged said she saw something in the shed. This was her description. This is her description exactly. I wrote this down on a separate piece of paper, like so like we went there, right? And it was like a garage sale going on. I'm gonna put this away right now so I don't need to read it. So this is exactly what happened. So I go to her house and they're having like a little garage sale, right? So we're selling up some stuff. We're making some decent money or whatever. And so she has to go to somewhere. She has to go like a gas station or something. She went to the gas station to get some candy or something. And so I'm like at the garage sale with my grandma and my aunt. So I'm riding my bike and I see this in the bushes. This is my it's more recent drawing. And so yeah, I see that, and I tell her. So I tell her. Now, I didn't believe her because in the beginning she said she saw this in the shed or whatever, and I was like, no, 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 no. And this was her description of what she saw in the shed. She said it had four legs, and four legs standing up on the four legs together, kind of like a Minecraft creeper. Its eyes and mouth looked melted, and it was black. It was all black and dark gray, and it had oval-shaped eyes. Heel, oval-shaped heel. No, what? And about 2 days after, and my phone died. But basically, then I saw it, and then we went to the restaurant, and she told me more about it. So I wrote it down, then I transferred it on to here. And then the day that we got back from the restaurant, I immediately went to Sarah because me and Sarah were like looking about the rake and stuff like that. Or no, maybe we weren't. But anyway, we weren't looking for like the creeper or anything. We were just friends, and I felt like because like nobody believed me, like really nobody believed us, and I felt like Sarah would like believe me. So I told her the story, and then she was like, "Oh, I think I seen one of those," and I was like, "Oh shit, really?" And then she was like, "Yeah," and then uh, I didn't get her story down. I really should have. I kind of remember it though. She just said she saw it like walk across her backyard once. Uh, there are theories. One of the theories that the creeper's a bioweapon. I'll go more over the theories and stuff in the hunt video for it. Another theory is that the creeper's an alien. Another theory is that the creeper is a missing link. Again, we have a food pyramid here for whatever reason. So this is what it eats. The trash it eats is like paper plates, rotten food, cardboard, bone, grease, bark, oil, blood, band-aids, shit, piss, vomit, phlegm, dirt. Uh, it eats meat, which is deer, pigs, pigeons, robins, squirrels, basically anything. It eats like bread, grain, pretzels, carrots, potatoes, tomatoes, peanuts, lettuce. It eats crab apples, red apples, green apples, pears, oranges, whatever. But it just eats worm. It also eats worms and ants. Uh, now, we kind of went on a rant over here. I'll read that in the video, in the hunt video, because I don't want this video to be too long. And we went on a rant because people kept, like, her parents kept saying, oh, it could be raccoon. And we just went full on, just ranting and, like, writing all this shit down, how it's, like, not like a raccoon or whatever. And that shit's long as hell. It's, like, 3 pages of us ranting about how it's not a raccoon. More sightings. A lot of people around Nova Scotia reported a small black monster who lives among the shoreline and randomly attacks people. Now, this is what believed us to be their aquatic creeper, but now we think it might have been like a swamp creeper, something like that. That lives along the shoreline and randomly attacks people. It's powerful and leaves strange, unnatural scars when it attacks. Quote, I hear a lot of reports for this from people I can trust, end quote. And then the report says, any insight, comments, sightings, how small, too small, black monster, how small, without fur, How are the scars unnatural? Now you're probably saying, "Oh, you said creepers." This is like so. We think this was like a baby or something that was attacking people. Now, this is Cat's story. She cited it in 2015. Um, it was about 7 p.m., 2 weeks before Christmas. I was looking outside the window to see the Christmas decoration. Looking outside the window to see the Christmas decorations, and I saw what I thought looked like a Minecraft creeper run from behind a tree into an empty patch of grass across the street. I told my family about it, but they didn't. They wouldn't believe me. The next morning, I went. I went to investigate, and I saw footprints in the mud, from the mud in the hedge. Basically, there was a whole dug with footprints that matched our footprints. Let me put it in here. Xander's story. Uh, This is Xander's story, the former leader. We were doing our usual hunt. Christopher was looking with his binoculars, and he said he saw something. He said to me, "Do you see that?" I looked to see 2 reapers, then 5 creepers come out of where we were hiding, or come out of where hiding around. I don't know. Sorry, this is old. This is from 2015, June 2nd. Uh, so, and then he saw them walking around. I'll give my insight to that story. I remember saying 2 things, and I was like, "What is that?" And then he looks at the binoculars, like, "Oh my God, do you see that?" And I looked through the binoculars, and I also saw these things moving around, and we kind of freaked out. And we started taking pictures because this is like a little toy camera thing that could take some pictures because we didn't have. Now you got to remember, back then we didn't have what we do now. We didn't have no MREs. We didn't have uniforms. We didn't have none of this. Uh, we were lucky to get like a 3DS that could film. We were looking for anything at all that we could film with, and especially being him, and he still doesn't have a phone or any technology. So for us to have a camera, that was like awesome. Now, my grandma never let me have a phone either, so that's kind of like we connected with that. Always wanting a phone, but never being able to get it. He still doesn't have a phone. I have a phone. He doesn't. My mom got me a phone so I could, like, call if something's going on or whatever. He still doesn't have a phone. Okay, I had an iPhone 6, but I got mugged at knife point for it, so now I have a Samsung Galaxy Prime 3J3. I might be getting a new phone or whatever for Christmas. I hope I am. Uh, so yeah. I'm typing up the same book on like Google Docs or whatever. And yeah, so I'm gonna again. This is anatomy, more anatomy on this. Now, anatomy is just strictly theories and guessing and all that sort of thing. Oh, it's only 24 minutes. Okay. I thought this video would be longer. We're almost to the end of it. Don't worry. Now, there's a lot of stuff that I'm skipping because I don't want to go over it in here. I want to go over it in the hunt. Respiratory, it just says same as people. Photographic proof. This isn't really Again, that isn't photographic proof, but we put it in there. And then we have these two, which I'll go over way more. I'll put them up on the screen for the hunt video. And then again, and then this picture again. This picture right here, this picture gave us so much information, and so did the picture up here. Those 2 pictures gave us so much information about it that you wouldn't believe what we got out of those pictures. So since we lost the photo, we decided to draw it down of when we saw them and take a picture with the camera or whatever. Okay, creeper families. Let me put this up here so I can read this. This one looks newer. Oh no, never mind. It's just neatly done because so some of these pages in this book are taped in or glued in because we didn't want to rewrite them down. So yeah. CCs are always on the move. So CC stands for Creeper Clans. CCs are always on the move. They build TP-like structures and carry firewood, which, again, hypothetical. Because this is the thing about these. They're very, very intelligent. Like, we've seen these weird teepee-like structures, right? With, like, leaves wrapped around them. And like this. So the way Xander's backyard was set up, right, is that there was something back there. There weren't any houses. It was just like a field, right? And it would just go for like a couple acres, I think, and then there'd be like a park on the other side, like by a mile road. So for that couple acres, there wasn't like that. There was like nothing back there. It was just like some trees, and there was like a small wooded area, and then there was a big open plain. Which is where we saw these things. In the daytime, they would be in the wooded area, and then at night they would come out and look around by the plain area, right? So eventually, his mom said, "Okay, boys, you can go back there," and we were so excited because we wanted to check it out. And like we got geared up, right? We got really geared up, and we made like a thing saying, "We're not going to disturb nothing. We're not going to break nothing. We're just going to look." And this was to the point where Xander would listen, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, that seems good." So we went back there and we saw these huge teepee structures. They had to be at least like 8 feet tall, and they were all wrapped in leaves. And there was like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of them. And then there's like some like burnt wood. Now, I don't think it was any kids or any like teenagers or anything, because these things were so tall. We didn't go inside them because we were too afraid. We thought we would like find something in there, and once we found it, because we were looking at these from a distance, so these things were pretty big, and they had like, so we could kind of see inside. And there wasn't. I don't think there's anything in there, but there's like a little nest in there, and then we saw like other things in there, like other things besides like the teepees. There was like these big dug out holes with like sticks and dried grass in there, and it was crazy. We couldn't believe it, and we found like sharpened sticks and stuff. Now, I don't. Me personally, I could go either way. It could have been some kids, but like again, who would put the time and effort into all of that? And they looked like they could be easily collapsible. You know what I mean? Just like fold them up and take them with you. And then in the winter, they weren't there. Like there's still the burnt logs and stuff, but other than that, it wasn't there. And we found like footprints there too, so that just further backs it up. And what the thing about the creeper is that nobody believes it. Nobody, because of the fact of it being so intelligent and us finding all this information, especially as kids. It's like you're lying, because nobody expects some 8-year-olds to find some cryptid and get all this get 173 pages of information on it. And the reason why was because the CHO now isn't dedicated. It's all, everybody just does it to, for money or whatever. But back then it was dedicated. It was pure dedication. The only thing we kept every year, we begged our parents for Christmas and our birthday for a camera. We never got a camera. Begged and begged. I begged my grandma, please, please get me an iPod, get me a phone, get me a camera, anything that I can record this with. And she said, no, you don't need it. And I remember getting like so mad about this, and everybody would get so mad about it. And we'd like meet up after Christmas and we're like, did any of your parents get you guys a camera? And I was like, no. And then Sarah was like, well, we can still film with my 3DS. And I'm like, yeah, that still works. And then I met these people. I'm gonna say using their names, Maya and Jada, and they had iPhones, and they were a big help, and they helped us film. And then that was more people. And then I met my friend Justin. I found out where he lived. Now, fun fact: me and Justin used to hate each other in first grade. We would hate each other. Like we'd be getting into fights and shit. We'd be like throwing hands out this bitch. And we just hated each other. You know what I mean? Like, got to the point where they had to, like, separate us. Like, I had to sit on one side of the room and he had to sit on the other, and we were being called down to principal's office like at least every other day, at least every day. You know what I mean? And like, now we're great friends. But you know, where he lived, and he had a phone and he had a laptop and a printer and a computer, or not, he had a computer and a laptop and a printer and all this stuff, and he had two phones for whatever reason, and he had a camera. Now, uh, the printer wasn't hooked up because that'd be too easy, am I right? The laptop had child restriction on it, so we couldn't watch any videos about creepers or whatever. So that was a major setback. Now, the laptop was like, you gotta remember, this is 2013, or early 2013, end of 2012-ish, which means the laptop wasn't good. It was very slow. Now, the computer we weren't allowed on at all. It was his parents' computer, and it was connected to the printer. And there's a password, so we couldn't get on it even if we needed to or whatever. And we tried hooking up the printer to the laptop, but we didn't know how to do it. Now, at the time, Justin had a YouTube account, and we tried to upload some videos of it, but it never uploaded for whatever reason. And that's mainly why I'm grateful for this channel. I get to, like, share my experiences. I get to share this book that I've been wanting to share since 2012 with people that the thing about it is that there's people out there that have, like, there's that so slim chance that somebody has seen this, and that they know that there is somebody else who's seen it. I remember looking on Real Life Creeper, and we saw a comment that said, "I seen one of these," and we were freaking out. We were trying to get in contact with the person, but we couldn't because we didn't have a YouTube account. We didn't know how to make one. It was just, God, I wish I could have gotten in contact with them. But yeah, so the main person that helped us out with everything was Sarah. She got everything done. Her name isn't Sarah. I don't want to give out her real name. But she helped us with a lot because she had a computer that wasn't on child mode. Because we didn't sign in on the child account, we signed in on her brother's account, and yeah. So, me and Sarah were good friends, and Carmelo, me. So it was mainly me, Sarah, Maya, Jada, and Carmelo, who. So it was me, Carmelo, Maya, Jada, and Sarah who did most of it. Right now, there was also, I'm gonna say his name, my friend Chris, who joined in. Uh, he was a friend of Carmelo's, and I met him because I was going down the street, and like, because my grandma went in the house for a minute, so I ran down the street because I wanted to see what the other side looked like, and I ran down and I met him on the other end of the street. And long story short, I wasn't allowed to go out for a week, but I met him, and we were kind of friends. So then he moved down the street. So basically, when I was allowed to go over there, he's like, "Oh, I'm moving." I'm like, "Oh, you're moving?" He's like, "Yeah, but just down the street." And he moved like down like a block or two or whatever. And like, I was like, "Oh no, you're not allowed over there." And I was like, "You know, why not?" And he wasn't allowed over at my house or whatever. So we called each other mainly, and we had like meetings over like the phone because I have a landline at my grandma's house. So we had a landline, which we would use to like call our friends and all that. So yeah, we had a landline, and that's how we mainly stayed in contact or whatever. And he didn't have his phone; his mom had a phone. So yeah, it's just until recently that he's really been allowed to like go places. He's like a lot younger than me. He's like in 5th grade. I'm in like 10th or whatever. He's probably in like 6th grade. No, he's probably in 7th grade now. But yeah. So I still have contact with him. He wants to like talk to Sarah again, and I kind of do too. But you know, it's just been so long that there's really no point. Uh, so yeah, and the Sarah really provided with us because she had a 3DS. Carmela also had a 3DS, but you know, he wasn't allowed to bring it out of the house. And Sarah could sometimes bring it out of the house. It wasn't a guarantee. And when she could, we would film hours of footage. I'm talking hours upon hours of footage. You know what I mean? Just like straight up, like each. So now you gotta remember. Let's see. I want to look at something. I want to look up how much storage space this. Let me get my mask so I can actually. Never mind, because I'm not gonna be able to see the computer that well. Let me get a piece of tape to put over the webcam. Give me a minute. Oh my god, you can still see me. Okay, let me put another piece of tape over that. You can kind of see me a little bit. I wonder if this is what blind people see. This is how the world looks. Yeah, I'm good now. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. Okay, that's right. We were looking up. We were looking up. How much storage on a Nintendo 3DS? I don't know. Nintendo 3DS had 4 gigabytes. Oh my god, how did we live? Okay, so it was released in 2011, and the Nintendo 3DS XL arrives. The unit would only take a micro SD card, which I remember those, up to 2 gigabytes storage. 4 gigabytes and 62 gigabytes. So I think we might have had something closer to 6 gigabytes or something, because we did record a lot and a lot of what is it? And we did record a lot of videos, so it might have been a little bit more. But I remember having a lot of storage problems with it. Also, for example, it would always freeze up and it would glitch out a lot, and the videos wouldn't play. But still, it was something. You know what I mean? And that gave us a good start. So I remember the 3D option on the 3DS that literally nobody used. Like, if you had a 3DS, you know you never used that 3D option. Mainly because it got you sick. At least for me and Sarah and Carmelo, we didn't like the 3D option. We would use it sometimes. Uh, uh, Alright, guys, tell me if you remember this. This is gonna be like totally nostalgic for me. Okay, I'm trying to find the. Okay, guys, do you remember this? Oh my god, if you had a 3DS, you would remember this. Come on, load. I'm still being recorded, right? Yeah. Am I? Shit. Oh shit, this is loud as balls. Let me turn this down, Jesus Christ. Come on, before people in my house wake up. Oh my god, this computer is slower than the computer we had in 2012. I'm clicking the sound. You know, okay, you want to be a piece of shit, you can be a piece of shit. God damn it. Every time I get a piece of technology, it's always slow. And then when I do get a good piece of technology, their brains will get robbed from me. No, turn off, you piece of fuckery. I'm looking for the Nintendo Star song. It's like really good. Anyway, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah. So this is all we had to record with. A Nintendo 3DS. Now I'll look up a Nintendo 3DS if you don't know what they look like.